My name is Sébastien Deletaille. I'm 30 years old and I'm from Brussels in Belgium. I founded a company that's called Real Impact Analytics, and we're actually presenting a project to the MIT Innovators Under 35 called Data for Good. In one sentence, we're basically using private data from all sorts of different subscribers, telecom subscribers, and to address social good, public good questions. So Data for Good is a project that was inspired from our day-to-day work. We're working for telecom operators in their big data field, mostly on their internal needs. When working on this data in emerging markets, continents like Africa, we realized that this data had a lot of value for third parties. We got in touch with the Gates Foundation, we got in touch with the World Bank, and they said, hey, can you help us build Data for Good apps on this same data?
Good evening, everyone. 2015 is a very special year. It's the year that mankind has decided to set the deadline to reach a whole series of Millennium Development Goals. From reducing poverty to combating diseases, we've done some tremendous progress, some very encouraging progress. But there's still a lot of things that need to be done. One of the key improvement areas is the fact to use more data to make sure that we're better at achieving those goals faster. What we do at Real Impact is we use our expertise in analytics, the ability to collect, analyze, and act on data to develop data for good applications. The mission is really simple. We want to help aid workers be better at what they do. You might ask, well, why do aid workers need data? Well, smart actions come from smart decisions. Smart decisions come from rich and exhaustive data. When you look at the priority countries in which aid workers are present, you realize that there's not a lot of data, or that it's quite poor quality. Look at the Ebola outbreak that happened in West Africa. We literally did not have any type of local data. Well, actually, that's not really true. Every second, for every person in West Africa, there was a systematic data that was created, and it's called telecom data. What we specialize in is how can we use this telecom data for social good? We want to do this with a very strong constraint. We do not want to breach in any form any type of subscriber privacy. Yves Alexandre is going to talk about that in a minute. But let me give you an example of how we managed to use telecom data for good. We made a research paper with the United Nations and with the Université Catholique de Louvain, where we actually showed that telecom data can help us predict food crises. We found that there was a link between how people bought prepaid cards and what type of food they eat. So basically, when there are changes in prepaid patterns, we can create maps with food security alerts, direct interventions of the World Food Programme. This is one example of an app amongst many other called Data for Good, and we're part of this ecosystem, and everyone in the ecosystem has just one question: how can we scale this? Over the next 3 months, we're going to launch a test in Uganda, and with that catalog of use cases, we hope to convince our partners to go further and hopefully to roll out across the world. Clearly, I'm here on this stage and I'm very proud representing my team because this is an amazing project. It has the potential to change how development works. Imagine if one telecom operator per country gave us access to his data. We could, over a continent, predict food crises before they occur, combat diseases in real time. We're already working for 4 of the 5 biggest telcos in Africa, and we hope to convince them to share their data for good and hopefully reach Millennium Development Goals. Thank you.